Hello! Welcome to Squid Essays. Inking your academic pen. My name is Julie and I will be your instructor as we read through roles, responsibilities and relationships essay. The article source is embedded in the video description below. Feel free to read along. Please note that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay for as little as $10 a page at Squid Essays. The link is in the description. 1. Evaluation of training role. Working as an operations trainer for Airline Services Limited, ASL, my job is to travel around to many of the UK unregistered trademark S major airports to deliver training and development of frontline staff. Training within the aviation industry is of critical importance as many of our staff work in a hazardous environment involving live aircraft and heavy machinery. A great deal of the training I deliver is directly related to ASL company operating procedures to ensure that all staff are working to company's standards and ensuring their safety and the safety of others. ASL provide a number of services to various major airlines, which range from the very basic, cleaning, to more complex services such as de-icing. The range of complexity in the services that ASL provides results in a wide range of learner levels, where some staff may find aspects difficult to understand. Within ASL unregistered trademark S workforce there is a great deal of diversity in terms of education level, work experience, age, race, gender and previous knowledge from previous jobs that can make training challenging. It is of huge importance that when delivering training, it is specific to the task that the learner is expected to carry out on a daily basis and at the same time gives them the opportunity to question and discuss aspects of their role openly and not to feel in doubt, criticized or intimidated when voicing their opinion. It is crucial that all staff comply with ASL unregistered trademark S company values of quality, reliability and performance, ASL website ref. Especially myself during the delivery of training as these values filter throughout the entire company and can make all the difference when securing customer contracts and meeting expectations. A great deal of the training originates in a classroom environment, giving staff knowledge of the job role, safety and ASL expectations. Training is then continued in a live environment with experienced staff and supervision from the training team, managers and shift leaders. In some cases training sessions are the result of safety incidents or feedback when not meeting customers' unregistered trademark expectations. Therefore various forms of assessment are usually required either during or at the end of the training, whether it is question and answer or a more formal exam. The staff are offered various points of contact via email, telephone and in person, to various departments such as health and safety, human resources, training and local management should they wish to discuss any work and non-work related problems. It is important for me as a trainer to recognize when a member of staff approaches me with a problem outside of my professional boundaries and that I have external support services, Talk to Frank, Citizens Advice Bureau, Gambleware, Samaritans etc. details to hand so that I can point them in the right direction. In addition, I must make staff aware that I have a duty of care to report anything illegal to the local authorities. 2. Review of records. Within the aviation industry keeping records are vital to the traceability of everything and everyone. Unregistered trademark S responsibility to ensure a safe environment. All frontline staff at ASL are required to undergo a CRC check and a 5-year working history to obtain an airside security ID in order to carry out services on aircraft. This is a requirement for all staff working airside and is regulated by the Department for Transport. I am generally required to obtain a temporary pass using my passport when training airside, which requires liaising with ASL unregistered trademark S Human Resources Department or local management to obtain the necessary clearance. In terms of safety, ASL unregistered trademark S Health and Safety Manager, Paul Lockwood, has detailed risk assessments for every service provided and these are given to the staff accompanied with an acknowledgement sheet that they sign to say they understand the risk. Acknowledgement sign-off sheets are also a requirement after each training session to state that the staff member has attended a training course on a specific task and that they understand the company procedures and they will comply with them fully. These records are kept on a company training database and benefit various departments for different reasons: internal and external auditing, insurance, quality control and staff development. Whenever an accident occurs, the first point of reference for a local manager is the training database to ensure the staff member has been trained. These records are then used for validating insurance claims, raising health and safety issues, improving quality of service, and ultimately provide a history of training, staff ability, and also help recognize areas for development within the business. I am equally responsible for updating and maintaining staff training records on the training database along with the rest of the training team. In addition to acknowledgement forms, I am required to write a detailed course report, which is basically a summary of how a training session goes. I evaluate staff contribution, identify any of their concerns, discuss staff feedback, and review ways in which the session could be improved. This assessment and evaluation provides feedback for all the other trainers and offers ways to improve the session, which is an important stage of the teaching cycle to ensure that learning is effective. Wilson, L. 2000. Some of the information is of a confidential nature and is therefore sent over an encrypted network for data protection purposes. 3. Analysis of legislation. There is a great deal of legislation that is relevant to Airline Services Limited and its employees. It is key that as a trainer I keep up to date with information so to maintain a professional and safe approach to training others and for myself. The Health and Safety at Work Act, 1974, states that everyone has a responsibility for the safety of themselves and others. ASL control the level of risk by implementing safety measures based on risk assessments, which are primarily controlled by the HSE manager. However, as the HASAW Act, 1974, states, everyone is responsible, including trainees and myself. I am personally responsible for the safety of the staff when organizing and delivering training sessions, and therefore need to liaise with local management or on-site HSE representative in relation to fire and emergency procedures, and also in the setup of the training room, slips and trips. It is also my responsibility that the attendees have the required personal protective equipment, PPE, before any airside training takes place, and they are aware that once they have been supplied with PPE, it is their responsibility to ask for replacement of any defective equipment that is not fit for purpose. Other health and safety related legislation relevant to ASL staff are the Manual Handling Operations Regulations, 1992. Reporting of Injuries, Diseases and Dangerous Occurrences, Reader, Regulations, 1995. The Management of Health and Safety at Work Regulations, 1999. Control of Substances Hazardous to Health Regulations, 2002. The Equality Act, 2010, legally protects people from discrimination in the workplace and in wider society. In a training environment, this act enables the learner to be assured that the trainer will involve all attendees and not discriminate against anyone for any reason. As a trainer, I am mindful of the diverse workforce, and when designing a training session I ensure that activities, discussions and assessment are fair and equal. The Data Protection Act, 1998, controls how personal information is used by organizations, businesses or the government. When personal information is received, it is my responsibility to pass on to the relevant people, HR trainers, and dispose of properly. It is important to make the staff aware that any sensitive information that is kept regarding staff is confidential and either uploaded to a secure network that is password protected or destroyed. This is usually information relating to someone unregistered trademark as race, religious beliefs, ethnicity, health, offenses, and any professional associations, etc., which may help the trainer when designing future training sessions. That is court appearances, prayer times. Other ASL-relevant legislation that all employees must adhere to are basic contractual commitments such as dress code, email, internet usage policy, and disciplinary procedures. As a trainer, there is also a professional duty of care to ensure a safe learning environment for learners, therefore reporting deliberate malpractice or breach of company procedures to the senior management team and to set the professional boundaries between trainer and friend. 4. Review of equality and diversity issues relevant to current role. When designing, implementing, assessing and reviewing the training needs of ASL staff, it is always to be inclusive, fair and equal. As previously mentioned, the Equality Act, 2010, ensures that everyone is treated equally and has the same right as others to work, learn and live without social or ethnic discrimination. Diversity enables us to acknowledge and accept that everyone is different. When delivering training sessions, it is crucial that any social or ethnic prejudice is dealt with swiftly and professionally. In my environment, this would be raised with the local manager, the training manager, and with human resources to escalate disciplinary action. If this was to happen during a session, I would point out to them that they are in breach of the Equality Act and make them aware of the politically correct term they may use. If it continued, they would be asked to leave the session and inform their manager why they have been removed. In terms of the delivery of sessions, I have to be constantly aware of the differentiation of individuals' learning preferences and make sure each session suits visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learners. ASL have many stringent procedures to protect the staff and the company, which must be trained out in accordance to. This results in a fair amount of text for learners to digest. Therefore, it is necessary to ensure I have information on the learners before delivering a session to have resources which suit the learner's needs. Resources such as handouts in other languages or on colored paper to ensure that no one is excluded or feels intimidated in the learning environment, as this will result in little or no learning taking place. In some cases, when there is a great deal of new information being trained, we send out pre-course packs with relevant information so to give the learners expectations and some background knowledge to put them at ease before attending. In addition, they should also receive an anonymous questionnaire should they wish to divulge any special learning needs or health problems. Considering the diversity of the workforce with regards to age, physical ability, language skills, and experience, it is vital that all the content is unbiased and DOE is an unregistered trademark to ignore anyone unregistered trademark has beliefs or needs. 5. Explanation of importance of promoting and maintaining a safe and secure learning environment. When delivering training sessions to ASL staff, it is important that the learning environment is created and maintained to enable the staff to feel safe and secure before, during, and after the training session so that the risk of accidents are minimized in the workplace. To create a safe environment, it is crucial to have some background knowledge of the attendee unregistered trademark's level of experience and also other factors including their personal relationships within airline services. As some of the training we deliver can be directly related to incidents that have previously occurred, I need to be aware of whom these incidents involved so that no one feels victimized or singled out. An example of this is when a member of staff lost their job for negligence in the workplace and I was delivering a training session where his father was attending the training course. Having this knowledge enabled me to discuss the incident in broad terms and to ensure he was involved during the discussion of the incident. These situations can be challenging, but being able to design and plan such incidences ensures all learners are aware that specific training is important in terms of having the knowledge to keep them safe outside of the training room. Many of the training is carried out airside and in extreme weather conditions. This environment can be very challenging in terms of make learners feel safe and secure. According to Maslow Unregistered Trademark's Theory of Motivation and Personality, 1954, human motivation is driven by a series of needs. Firstly, basic life needs such as food, water, and warmth. Only when these needs are met can someone progress to the next level of Maslow Unregistered Trademark's hierarchy of needs, which is safety. It is important when planning training sessions in challenging conditions that we provide these basic life and safety needs by providing staff with PPE and uniform to suit the working conditions to ensure that the staff remain motivated and not distracted by these needs during training. As the trainer, it is equally important to set an example by wearing mandatory PPE that the staff should wear and by following all procedures, fully maintaining professionalism and consistency throughout all training sessions. As a trainer, I believe subject knowledge also goes a long way to ensuring learners feel safe, in that what they are being taught is present and correct. Within ASL, staff are happy to share their thoughts and ways they think changes or improvements to procedures could make work more efficient. While training, I am open to these suggestions and flip chart their ideas up as I go and inform them that all their ideas and questions that I can unregistered trademark to be 100% sure on, are fed back to senior management. Feedback is then given to them when clarification has been made. Again, this links directly back to Maslow Unregistered Trademark's hierarchy of needs by meeting the next two levels of belongingness and esteem needs. By giving the learner some form of responsibility and feeling part of the company, these needs are met, and their motivation in a training environment can continue. In open discussion sessions at unregistered trademark, it's important that the staff don't unregistered trademark T feel intimidated to make suggestions or express their opinions by others. This can be solved by making the staff set ground rules at the beginning of a session and the trainer adding to them if certain aspects are missed, including mobile phone policy and breaks. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me. I hope you enjoyed learning about roles, responsibilities and relationships essay as much as I did. Kindly remember that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay at Squid Essays for as little as $10. The link is in the description. See you next time.